gotta do better. Gotta do better. This one's gotta be good. Hello? Hello? Well, let me start over. Hi, I am Trip. This is Real Nature Trip, and I'm trying to learn how to do tarot and be funny and bring some joy to you. Spread some love. This is episode. Okay, so before I start though, you'll see a new thing in my picture here. This was a gift sent to me, this coloring, and it just brightened my day, and I found a frame that made it really pop. It deserved a pretty frame. I took out a child's art that was supposed to be as important to me as it was to the parent, and they sent it to me all nicely framed, and you know, I'm gonna get in trouble for that one. And I got this t-shirt as a gift as well, and very cool, very meaningful. It's a little scratchy. It's not the softest. If I'm autistic, it's the, you know, texture thing. I think I'm just a regular person. Okay. Whew. I made a video on Sunday for my sister, and it wasn't like, there was no like, you know, like oomph, you know, to it. And I was like, man, it felt flat. And I had this high of all these views, and that stabled out, and I was grateful that it stabled out. It was fun to ride the high, you know, relatively. Come on, I know where I'm at. It was fun to ride the high. I got leveled out, but I also quit coffee when I got leveled out. And this is my third full day, but I kind of count it as my fourth day, because the first day is the day I spilled the coffee. I was telling people about it in one of these things. I took it as a sign, you know, along with the other physical things that were starting to bug me, because I spilled the second cup. So maybe I'm allowed to have one. I'm gonna go for none. Anyway, been tired. I had a little headachy stuff, getting through it, feeling good. But I was also feeling pretty disconnected to the tarot stuff. So I took the deck and I laid it out on my coffee table, and in an order. You know, I put the Fool up in the corner. I took a picture of it, so hopefully the front picture, the thumbnail, shows it. And I laid them all out, you know, and I had in rows. Which way do I go for you, left to right? I had them in rows across that were like, you know, pentacles from ace to king, and you know, all of those, the four things, swords, you know, yeah, skittles, no. Pentacles, wands, oh my gosh, cups, here we go. And then on the top I put the corresponding major arcana with it, with the numbers, and then I left the other ones down the side, and I just took it in, and I was realizing this deck is it's like it's a life. It's a full life. It's not like several little, oh, this life and this life. It's just one full life that, you know, shows the big cycle with all, you know, and there could be many cycles within it. I don't know. I picture a giant gear, which is your full life turning once, and that little gears attached to it, you know, that do these little spins that kind of follow the same patterns, you know, that you find yourself in. A new project, you know, has a life of its own, has a little gear life, right? Right? Okay, so let me just tell you, I don't know how to make it quick because I'm being super slow. I'm gonna slow down. It doesn't matter. But when I laid them all out, that term, laying your cards on the table, came to me. Laying your cards on the table, remember that. And what that means, like, you put it all out there, you're open and honest. You know, like for whatever the situation is, you just, you know, if it's a relationship thing, you just talk about the things you've been holding on to. Oh, that was 444 when I said that. For real. You must be thinking about relationship stuff, and maybe, okay, so maybe there's a relationship thing where you don't feel like you've got all your cards on the table. you know, and maybe that has to happen. But what went along with that was when I had them all out, I felt like I was seeing the big picture, you know, like of the flow of this thing and all these different things that go on in the deck of the tarot, but also in life. Like, so I was like, that was the other sentence. So the first one was, hey, just lay your cards out on the table. And second was, step back and take the big picture, you know, get the big picture, and you can kind of see the patterns of what's going on. So, you know, if you're thinking relationship stuff, like look at the patterns, like, you know, be open to whatever, you know, I suppose you got to protect yourself however you have to, but maybe rethink, you know, how much protection do you need, and how much more open can you be, right? So I'm getting silly because I feel like I feel like I'm the vessel now. Anyway, this is still the introduction. I'm so sorry. I scooped up that deck. Oh, I went for my walk, my little morning walk. It was dark, you know, when I started, and I had my head down, kind of watching my footing. And as it got light, I raised my head up. And when I raised my head up, like I felt my sinuses kind of drain and feel a little cleared up all of a sudden. So like when I was leaning forward, it was like, you know, stuffing me up. I mean, I didn't feel stuffy, but I guess I didn't feel as drained as I could. So yeah, anyway, so the things I was hearing was, just lay your cards on the table, be open and honest, basically. Step back so you can get the big picture, and, you know, hold your head up. So then I'm scooping up the deck as gently as I can, moving towards the center, right? And the card that stayed on top, usually what people say the bottom of the deck, but I had them all face up, was the chariot. The chariot. And I think this one's easy because we know it's about going someplace, right? Like you're going someplace. And when you read the description, oh, hold on, my neighbor just came by. He uses my parking area to turn around. Oh, this is embarrassing. Okay, I'm gonna be quiet. Hold on. This is me acting cool. He didn't even look over. Maybe he got a glimpse of me and just decided not to look. But I don't know. They don't know. Oh, now he's just backing into his driveway. See, we got a situation, you know, and their situation is super tight, and they have to back out onto a pretty busy road, 2 lanes each way. And their teenager, I was like, dude, come into my driveway area. There's plenty of room. Turn around so you can head out. Yeah, I told the parents too, but they're whatever. Okay, hold on. I gotta be quiet again. Cherry. Okay. Cherry. A couple of things. Dark and light. Oops. Let's cover that. That's right. The darkness and the light. Light and shadow. Imbalance. Masculine and feminine. I'm covering the feminine part. Balance. So it's like you're in the driver's seat, but from a pretty good place. Like, you know, you're sitting kind of high up. You can see it. You can see what you're doing. You know, you got some armor on. You got some protection. And I feel like with all this balance, he just went by. Okay. With all this balance and, you know, and the protection that you can discern now, you know, like you can decide. You see it's sunny. It's sunny back there. It's light. So yeah, like you're in the driver's seat, baby. You're in the driver's seat. And when I'm thinking maybe I'll combo the old luck of the Irish, this guy being on top, with what I think I'm hearing, you know, whatever the situation is, whether it's a work situation or just a life, family, other kinds of relationships, you know? I mean, it's all relational, right? Like, these are relationships. We're not going through this to see how we relate with like a piece of wood, you know? Okay. I'm gonna try to pull cards. I got a better idea of this tarot journey, but my mind's not real good at remembering tiny details, so oh, you hear that? You hear that shuffle? That is the money shot. That shuffle. And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it by the book. I'm gonna lay these first 3 cards out. Oh baby. Hindsight, insight, foresight. We're ready for that? Hindsight. Oh, the old broody 4 of cups. Insight. King of cups. Come on. And foresight. Oh shoot. So what's that number? We got the 8 of swords. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. So this guy, like, what's been happening sometimes? Got a lot of cups here. There's a cup being offered, kind of ignoring it. Like, maybe you're looking at these cups like, that's not enough. That's not enough cups. I want more cups. The sky is bright, but it's not like super bright. This person doesn't maybe recognize how bright it is, you know? They got a little blueness, and there is a cloudy hand handing him, and maybe he's like, wait a minute. That's alarming, isn't it? Now I'm hearing some dogs howl. Alarmed. What does it mean? I don't know. But you know what? Maybe it's like in the past you've kind of like felt like it's not enough, but you also, you know, spent some time like just feeling down and not realizing that you're being given more, and that, hey, really, you got all the cups you want. You're the king of the cups. You know, okay, so I know that cups are more, it's water and it's like emotion and stuff like that. I don't quite understand, whatever, but I'm guessing the king of cups is someone that's kind of mastering and doesn't need, like you see all this 10 of cups and 9 of cups and stuff like that, and it's like, whoa, that's a lot of cups. And you see like families rejoicing and whatever, and or the 9 of cups guy, or 8, whatever, is smugly sitting, whatever, you know. But this guy just needs the one. Like, the only time you start off with the 1 is like those blessed gifts you're given at the beginning of the journey that you maybe not even be aware of, but you go full circle and you get back to king, and you're saying, hey, it just takes 1 cup and I know what to do with it. Kind of goes back to that chariot, you know, some things are starting to fall into balance. You're dealing with your light and your shadow, and you're okay with both. Are you getting okay with both? Well, this is the a 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 8. This is the 8 of swords, and I feel like this is the situation that you put yourself in, you know, mentally. I mean, there's no one else around doing this, right? She's got this going on herself, and she's in a red dress that looks a little bloody. She's pretty hard on herself, and that's a setup. I mean, that's a good setup for future stuff, but it's you know, it's gonna put you through it. It's gonna put you through it. But you know what, the thing is every time you go through it, you come back leveled up. You come back leveled up. So you're, oh man, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. You know, this little guy feels kind of immature, right? Like that's an immature thing. And you're becoming mature. You're heading towards another, like you're setting up another like dark night of the soul. I don't know if you've been through a big one yet. I'm guessing you've been through one, but maybe it's just a little one, you know, maybe you're just dealing with the last little junk. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm gonna go along and I'm gonna do 3 more 3-card spreads. And we're gonna, the first 3 are gonna be desire, challenge, and solution. Desire, I'm just gonna go right off of my old shuffle because it's the one shuffle for the one read. Desire, 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups. What? They're celebrating. They're in a partnership. They're dancing. They're raising their cups. It's like they've found, if cups are like water and emotion and things like that, they're celebrating it together. That's your desire, huh? That okay, what I mean, what would you desire? Why would you want to desire celebrating emotion? What? What? Like, when I was young, I was, you know, told emotion wasn't that great. You know, don't be emotional. Blah, blah, blah. Man, so you could be around people who can like feel their emotion, like, and be okay with it and put it maybe in its proper place. Yeah. I like it. I like it. Desire, challenge. The Queen of Cups is the challenge. I might have to read on that. And then the solution is just a little 7 of Pentacles guy. Well, I gotta read. I gotta read because this is way too interesting. So desire, challenge, and solutions. Okay, I gotta take off my glasses. I just didn't want to because I didn't want you to see the real me. Here I am. What do we got? 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups. Celebration among friends and shared delight. Hey. Trip. Oh my gosh. I haven't even introduced myself. I am Trip. This is Real Nature Trip. I'm doing tarot. I love you. Okay. 3 of Cups. Celebration among friends and shared delight. Happy conclusion. You know, healing right there. You know, because that's what's on my mind right now. Healing and wounds and healing. Okay, well, let's get to the Queen. And why is that a challenge? Female energy with the ability to understand anyone and anything. Empathic, dream. See, that's why I didn't understand why she's a challenge. Or maybe that is your challenge, that you want to get there. You're trying to get there. You know? You're trying to get to be that Queen of Cups. And 7 of Pentacles seems kind of out there for me. Early manifestation resulting in the need to reevaluate. Haggle, barter, quarrel, clear conscious ingenuity. Early manifestation. What did we say that was? If anybody's sticking with me on this. What did we say that was? In there are 3 cards. Solution. 7 of Pentacles. So, okay. So what I'm seeing, the story I'm seeing so far is, is you want to be able to open up cards on the table to the people around you, to your friends, to celebrate all your emotions, your whole self, cards on the table. And, you know, to get where you want to be, to get to that queen level, you're going to have to go inside. And the solution is, you know, you're getting there. You're finding pockets of this, but you're going to have to go deep. You're going to have to reevaluate and to get the full meal deal. Okay, let's try the next three. Oh man. In the order, me alone, 8 of Pentacles. This guy's just sitting there toiling. You alone, Knight of Pentacles. We're into this Pentacles thing. So the Knights, that's that young masculine energy. That's yeah. Oh man, is that you? I don't know if the you and the me are you and me. And the Knight of Swords. And that is us together. Oh my goodness. I don't know what partnership this is. So this is the me. Let's say you're the me. So this is the you. You're working on your stuff. And this is the them. This is the, hey, let's take some of that stuff for a ride. And when you guys get together, you're going for one hell of a ride. That's what it's looking like. One hell of a ride. Okay. So there could be some partnership in this stuff that gonna take you on a quest. Okay. Now let's go situation. What the fuck did I just say? Partnership. Well, that's the feeling I get from this card, and especially since it's like the last phrase I used. Okay, the next thing is do. A Knight on frickin' fire. That is all do, right? Young, masculine, on fire energy. Do. What the hell is up with you? What are you gonna, and then don't do. Knight of Cups. Okay, you know what? I am glad to see this Knight of Cups, because I feel like this is fancy lad that is trying to talk you into something. I read the description. May I set this deck down? Thank you. I was talking to the deck. I read the description of this one, and I was like, I don't like it. It kind of gave me the creeps. Okay, what is this? Would it be cups? Cups. Knights. King. Knights. Okay. A romantic and poetic. Okay, I'm there. Invitation. Okay, open. To flattery and romance. Appearance. Advance, invitation, presence, enticement. You know, though. Okay, maybe this guy's a little more multifaceted than I thought. Maybe it's not just the flattery. When I read that flattery card at first, but all the knights are out. All the knights are out. And it feels like you're a toiler and you're gonna meet some big energy. You guys are gonna be in partnership and you guys are gonna tear it up. Tear it up. Tarot it up. Yeah. Chariot. You're gonna get to go where you want to go. Let me see if I pull any more cards. No, that's all I gotta do. I think having that Chariot start the day, I think that was the pull enough. That was, yeah. Yeah. This is big about emotions for you. You're having a time with your emotions, and you're working on it, and you're balancing them. Like you're figuring out. You're finally figuring out that you went through the ruled by your emotions to don't have emotions, like disconnect, to hey, have the emotion, live it, see it for what it is, and put it in its perspective. Holy crap. I was worried I wouldn't be able to get into this, and I'm in, and you're in. There's so much. You're in. I'm in. Oh, okay. Well, now I'll say all the lovey-dovey stuff. Gosh dang it. I love you. I accept you. I accept myself, and even the ups and downs that I've been going through, and like this last 3 days, before today, were down, and I don't know if it was just caffeine or I've been letting myself watch the world. That was dumb. I mean, silly. I do it knowingly though. Like, I know what it's gonna do to me, and I know that I can protect my own core energy, but it sends a ripple, and it feels like it's a waste of time ripple through the energy. Does this sound whack job? Sorry, that's what you get around here. I don't know. Feels good. All right. Well, I really do wish the best for you. I hope that whatever out there that's going to be rough or painful, that you can remember, you can get through it, and when you get through it, you're going to be better off than before. Oh man, you're either in some chariot time or you're heading somewhere. All right. Bless you on your journey.